Boston wound up going to Orlando and beating them twice on their home court. And apparently, Paul Pierce tweeted out after the game, "Anybody got a broom?" Oh, no, he didn't! So, of course, this has caused a tremendous controversy. Okay. And apparently this went up on his website as well. He says he was hacked, and not just by Dwight Howard, but that his website was hacked, and he didn't actually post that message. But it's entirely irrelevant. Who cares if he posted or didn't post it? Because the fact is, they kicked Orlando's ass, they took their lunch money, and they're going back to Boston. So now that doesn't sit well with Orlando. Of course, as always, the question arises. I love sports fans, and I am the guiltiest of them all on this. Orlando can't just lose. The question is, did they choke? And the answer is yes. Vince Carter, 84% free throw shooter, goes to take 2 free throws. I mean, he looked like he was a mess up there. He's like, oh, what's it there? Boom. And he misses both of them. Redick, clown-ass move on the timeout. He dribbles before taking the timeout, winds up having to take the ball in the backcourt, and loses 3 to 4 seconds. Total amateur move at the end of a game, and Boston steals another one. Man, they're tough. They're veterans, heart of a champion, and they're mowing these guys down. So J.R. Jackson, did the Orlando Magic choke?
Yes, 100%. Of course they did. Yeah.
Oh, it's not even a question.
Now, but Dwight Howard came back. He played well in the second game. That's what it takes. I mean, he played horrible in the first game. Played well in the second game. Too bad the rest of his teammates didn't show up. It's just when one side goes, the other side doesn't. So they're never. I don't know if they're gonna get it together. But this is a question I always ask. Like back to the Paul Pierce tweet situation. Is this really doing anything? This is gonna piss off the Magic. They're gonna come in and take 2 games back in Boston now.
Here's
they
what I think.
Let's talk about that bulletin board material. You can't ever say that. Oh my God, you're gonna get so mad. Really?
Now, here's what I think about that, Chair. I think that it does motivate some people because a lot of people, no matter how professional they are, no matter how high level they are, they get affected by their emotions. And don't get me wrong, I find it unacceptable. If it was me, it wouldn't affect me one bit because I don't want to win so much that what somebody else says is entirely irrelevant to my burning passion of winning. Okay, I know because I play on the playground, on the streets of West Los Angeles. Okay, but seriously, I mean, that's how I compete. I mean, it might be on a clown level, right? And I think at least I have the expectation that that's how professional athletes should be. But I think a lot of times they're not. Like they're somewhat lackadaisical, and then you need to, light a fire underneath them. And that's why those speeches by the coaches sometimes work. I mean, where in the world is Rashard Lewis? So maybe somebody needs to motivate his ass, right? So let's see if they do better. But my guess is the Celtics will roll over them